Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Bricks Empire here, rebuilding brick by brick. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another video here, Bricks Empire, and today we have the Gideon battle set from the third season of The Mandalorian, the 75386. We picked this up from Smith's Toy Store today at $34.99. We're going to do a build of it, and then we're going to do a review at the end. Let you know if it was a fun build, easy build, and just give you a bit of detail on the minifigs that come with it. Today there was 3 new sets altogether. This is the biggest one out of the 3. There's 2 smaller ones which we'll also be doing on later videos as well. So let's get straight into the speed build and then the review at the end. See you in a bit. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the speed build there. Right, so onto my review of this set. So let's start off with, first of all, cost. So at $34.99, and this is 289 pieces, which works out at about 12p per piece if you're working out cost based on that, which does bring it out on a bit more of the expensive end for number of pieces. So I would probably give cost a bit too high. If you're not after this and you're happy to wait, then I would definitely wait for the price to come down a bit. So you get around about the 10p to at most price range per piece. I usually find that as a good middle ground. And then I like to, if I can, get items at like 8p a price, 8p a piece. Usually that's definitely a good area that I like to go for. But 10p, that's probably your average. Where it's at 12p, that is quite a high price for a product, especially as it's not a huge one. But nonetheless, even though the price is a bit on the expensive side for the set, I did really like this set. It's quite fun to build. Obviously, if you've watched the Mandalorian series, it's obviously based on The Last Stand, and it kind of captures it quite well. You do have features where the door can lift up. Obviously, you have the little turret on top. You do get 4 minifigures. Obviously, with Vizsla and Gideon, and them 2 minifigs are quite decent. And then you get obviously just 2 of the guards, which obviously at the end I'll go in more depth and detail with them, the minifigs. All in all, it's quite an easy build to do. Obviously, towards the end of the video, you'd see I did make a mistake. I forgot to put a piece on. That was just me not paying too much attention. But yeah, it's really nice. It's quite a clean setup. As you can see, it's spinning on the plate at the moment. Obviously, there's not too much to it. It's not a huge set. It's a small one. It's like I don't want to call it a battle pack. It is a set. But you're mainly buying this for the figures, aren't we? That's what we're mainly doing. And then if you wanted, you just then use the pieces. If you were going to do anything else like a mock or incorporate it into a bigger set, that's why I say that the price is a bit high at the moment, and I would definitely wait, because if you're going to use this as integrating something else or just wanting the pieces from it, because obviously you do get your greys and your dark greys, which, you know, Star Wars, a lot of that colour is generally what you need. But I would definitely say if this comes down, when it does come down in price, and if you're on the fence about it, I would definitely get it. It's just a nice little kind of tribute to Mandalorian season. Obviously, we haven't had too many sets at the moment. I do want to see more of the Mandalorian. Obviously, we've only had a few bits of sets. Obviously, there was another set came out today. There's a part of the Mandalorian as well, which I will be doing that video in a few days as well. But it is nice to see a little bit more of the Mandalorian coming out, especially as its series is over. Obviously, we now got the next part in it to come up, which I think is going to be the film. But yeah, I'm going a little bit off pace here, but yeah, very nice, clean build. Looks very nice in the eye. Yes, I would definitely give this build out of 10. I would say I'll give it an easy 8. The minifigs is what probably bumps it up. So I hope you enjoyed my little review there, and now we'll go on to the minifigs. Right, so let's have a look at one of the 4 minifigs that you get in the set. This is obviously Moff Gideon. To be honest, it's quite nice. The print detail on his legs and torso are pretty good. The only thing I would have maybe liked is like a red stripe down the side of his arms. I mean, we know the Lego doesn't really like to do too many printing on the arms. You just generally get just standard full colour. On his backpack, he's got a little bit of detail in his jetpack. That's quite nice as well. He also has detail print on the back of his torso as well. You can kind of just see it underneath. His helmet again looks rather nice. Looks pretty good. Not too far from obviously the real thing. So he does have an actual printed face compared to the other three, which you'll see in a second. They do not have printed faces, which is quite disappointing. Yeah, you'd kind of think Lego could at least, you know, just put a generic face on there. So he has two faces, and he also has some hair. I haven't really put that on straight. Oh, that's even worse. So yeah, you can have that on if you wanted to without the helmet. But all in all, I think this is a pretty decent minifig. The print looks really nice. So yeah, I would say this one's definitely worth it. The next one we have is Vizsla. That's how you pronounce it, I can't remember now. Again, some nice printing on his legs. Let's take his gun, little mini gun. It's got some nice printing on his torso as well, a little bit on his kind of body armour. Again though, never get much printing on the sides. They're always a little bit disappointing. He's got his jetpack. Again, his helmet looks really nice. Clean print. His body armour could probably done with a little bit more detail, I'd say. Yeah, not very much at all on his shoulders. And then if we pop his head off, like I said, generic black face. Very disappointed with that. I don't really know why they couldn't have given, you know, I know they don't remove their helmets, so you don't know what he looks like, but I do feel like, you know, you've got stormtroopers that have faces, you never see their faces, so why can't we just have a generic face for him? I feel like he deserves it. In the end, he did sacrifice himself. I feel like he should get a face at least. But again, overall, very happy with the print on this one, how he looks. There's quite a lot of detail on his legs and his belt. Very clean, very nice. Right, let's move on to the next one. And next up, we have one of the two Praetorian guards. Again, these ones are a little bit more kind of simplistic. Let's take a little stick away. Yeah, pretty much kind of like a, yeah, not too dissimilar from a Stormtrooper's print, just in red. You know, also with that kind of almost Mandalorian helmet as well. You kind of pop that off. Again, just a generic red head. Again, not really sure why they just don't give them first order faces, to be honest. It's not really that hard. Very simplistic printing on the back. Nothing on the arms. You know, obviously these are just kind of two of the I was trying to think of the words there. These are obviously just two of the kind of like, you know, just fodder that kind of come in it. You mainly want Vizsla and the Gideon. But again, these are nice little additions. The printing's not too bad. It's not very much on the legs, as you can see. But overall, 4 minifigs in this set, you can't really go too wrong. Let me know what you think of them in the comments. Appreciate anything that anyone comes in with. If you think they're good, if you think the printing's bad, if they could have done better, what could they have done better, just let me know in the comments.